Welcome back to the channel, and I'm still in Xi'an, and I am at Qin Shi Huang's mausoleum. Now, maybe you don't know that name, but look behind me, I'm sure you will recognize it. I am at the Terracotta Warriors. Okay, so I got the metro and train here. It costs only 9 yuan, pretty much nothing. So it's 120 yuan, so it's one of the more expensive tickets in China, but it's because it's so famous. Okay, so I'm finally inside. Problems paying. Honestly, Vietnam banks are the worst in the world, I think. They've blocked all my cards, I can't use them at all. And then the customer service is a joke. Every few months, always a problem. Do not use BIDV, do not use Vietnam Bank. So here, we're at Emperor Qin Shi Huang's mausoleum site. So we have the Terracotta Army, which it's well known for, but there's also the mausoleum, not Muslim. So we have pit 1, 2, and 3, which is where we will find the Terracotta Army. This museum, or the Terracotta Army, was opened in 1979, and there are about 8,000 clay warriors and horses, and more than 40,000 bronze weapons. Okay, so we have a map at least, so hopefully we don't get as lost as usual. The man the park's named after, Qin Shi Huang, he was the first emperor of China. So that's why such a big effort has been put into it. This emperor, he also constructed the Great Wall of China. And you might wonder, why did they create the Terracotta Army? Well, they've put them in battle formations to protect the emperor in the afterlife. The thing I find incredible is that out of the 8,000 warriors that they've created, every warrior is unique. And they think it might have been painted originally in bright colors. But of course, over the years, the paint would have disappeared, so it's hard to know for sure. And I forgot, the problem with my bank cards is not the only thing today. So it hasn't been a good morning. I was waiting at the bus stop to get the bus here, and then some Chinese man behind me drops his thermos of tea, which is full of boiling water, all over my foot and legs. And then first of all, I was shocked because I wasn't looking or expecting it, and then it starts burning me. And then he's just looking at me, doesn't say anything. I don't expect him to speak English, but not even something in Chinese, he just looks at me. And I can still feel a couple of my toes burning from the water before. It covered all my calves. They didn't burn too much, thankfully. So just a couple of toes. I'm thinking let's go to the smallest pit, pit 3, because I want to save the best for last. If I see the best one first, then the others might be a little disappointing. So I think we're in pit 2. So this is where it's got archers, chariots, cavalrymen, infantrymen, as well as some warriors. First, I can't really see any warriors. I guess all in here must have been warriors. Yeah, you can see the remains. So down here we've got some chariots that are being excavated. You can see there's the wheel. Okay, here we've got a bit more of a view of some remains. So here, this is like the torso and legs of a warrior, and I think this is a horse, the back of a horse. So you can see the back of a horse. So they haven't excavated that part out. Oh god, it's mayhem here. So I think they've put one of the warriors on display, so everyone's going crazy to take a photo. Okay, so there's a few other warriors, but let's go back here where it's quieter. So here, this is why they think the warriors must have been brightly colored. So you can see the warrior, it's got some different colors on it, and maybe like the armor or the saddle, there's some red, and whatever this used to be, there's different colors. The people are loving this one. I don't know why. Maybe it's quite well known. And here is a chariot, a horse. Wow, it looks in very good condition. So pit 2, not much you can see. Most of them are broken, but you do get to be able to look at all these intact warriors that they've put on display. So severely damaged, so I guess there's not going to be much to see here. Okay, there's more than I was expecting. You can see a lot of warriors. Some are missing their heads. I don't know why that is, why they're just missing their heads. Yeah, you can see a lot of them very well here. Okay, so pit 3 very small, but I think a lot better than pit 2 as there's more intact. So it is already massive. It's like an airline hangar. They don't look as well preserved as in pit 3. It's harder to see the details. They look a lot older. Okay, so we've got some more down here in this little dugout, and they're all got their heads, which is great. They can't protect the emperor if they don't have heads. Okay, so here we've got some remains of horses. They're quite destroyed, so they've been put back together and they're tied with like some straps and some ropes to keep them in the shape of the horses. Here we get the most common view of the Terracotta Warriors. So they're all lined up and they're between the brick or the dirt. So there are a lot that are still intact in pit 1. And you can also see how big this place is. So it's very long. And there's 11 columns of warriors here. So you can see some horses. They were hiding or couldn't see them as well, but they're quite intact. Oh, here we got some that need to be kept together. We've even got some warriors having a nap. We still have Qin Shi Huang mausoleum to have a look at. Now, I'm not sure what to expect there, but let's go. He was a very important person, first emperor in China, so I'm anticipating the mausoleum is worth visiting. So I've just left the Terracotta Warriors section of the museum. Now I have to walk to a bus, which will take me to the mausoleum. Now, on the way to the bus stop, it looks like there's a big market street or shopping street. Look at him hitting it, smashing it, twisting it around. Yeah. Wow, banging it. There we go, spins it around, folds it over, rolls it, keeps banging it. So it's a long walk through this market food street to get to the bus. Okay, so I have just arrived at the mausoleum site and the bus ride was very quick. The amount of people that's here is quite limited compared to at the Terracotta Army. It feels a completely different place compared to where we were with the Terracotta Warriors. It's so quiet. So as we walk up the stairs, I can see a nice little monument. I don't know if this is the actual site yet, but a well-trimmed hedge leads onto this site. I'm thinking it must be his mausoleum, the mausoleum area. If it is, it's a lot smaller and not as grand as I thought it would be. Like Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum in Hanoi is a lot grander. Okay, let's go and explore a little bit further in case it's not him. So you can see here a big fence. Okay, so I am a bit surprised that the mausoleum site for the first emperor of China isn't as grand as I would have expected, especially considering like Ho Chi Minh's massively respected figure in Vietnam, and his mausoleum is huge. Thank you very much everyone for watching this video and stepping back in time with me over 2,000 years. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you at the next stop in Xi'an. Goodbye.